Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here with a familiar face, if you've been watching us, Vicky Freed, who's Royal Caribbean International Senior Vice President of Sales, Trade Support, and Service. And we wanted to talk to Vicky about this new program that Royal Caribbean Group first announced back in December, and then they started applications for. It's a $40 million loan program for travel agencies to try to help them get through this pandemic period and hopefully not too much longer before the resumption of cruising, and they can start making money the old-fashioned way by getting commissions. So we're going to talk about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, Vicky, as I always say, first of all, how are you and where are you?
I'm in my home, like most everybody is, and learning how to use Zoom and BlueJeans and Microsoft and go to WebEx. I mean, it's a techie world nowadays, but home safe and sound. Thank you.
Yeah, and we just put the dog out to keep him from barking. So, the same thing. I don't have that problem here, but it's life with Zoom. I tell you, that's what we have to deal with. Now, let's go straight to it. I mean, as I mentioned, back in December, Royal Caribbean Group, which is the parent of Royal Caribbean International and Celebrity and Silversea, and for at least a little while longer, Azamara, unveiled a new program, which is part of the second phase of its RCL Cares initiative. And it's a $40 million loan program for travel advisors to help them get through COVID-19, the crisis. Now, can you tell us a little bit about this program and how it was developed and why you started it?
Well, we started it because we're always looking out for the communities that we serve, our suppliers that we do business with, and our employees, our crew, and of course, our travel advisors. I mean, they are the key to our success. And so we were thinking, what do they need now? And we talked to a lot of them. What they need now are loans, and they need money to hold them or carry them through this pause. And so we said, okay, we're not exactly sitting with a lot of money trees at Royal Caribbean, but we are able to tap into loans. And so we said, you know what, we're going to give our travel partners interest-free loans for 3 years. And there is a formula of how much they can ask, but they can go up to $250,000, and they do not have to pay us back until the 13th month of the loan. So Wow. They get 1 year of the money without having to pay us back, and then in years 2 and 3 is when they would be making monthly payments.
No, that's great news. And when we first announced it, everybody was reading it. And then, of course, you've been trying to get the details squared away the last couple of months. And so last week, you did open the loan program. Basically, it's called Pay It Forward for applications. Why did it take 2 months to do this? What was the process that Royal had to go through?
You would think giving away money would be easy, but because they are interest-free loans, they have to be administered by an institution, a financial institution, and there are a lot of regulations, and the regulations are by state.
Right.
So like right now, we weren't able to open with 5 or 6 states, California being the largest.
Yeah.
We expect to have that soon. And we also were not able to open initially with Canada. We have counsel up in Canada that is helping us navigate this. We do expect to open California and Canada and the other states. The other states are very small states. And we are holding back money for those areas. So it is really confusing. It's really hard because it's not like one blanket policy. You have to qualify in every state. So we have different institutions helping us.
Right. Well, as you said, it's odd. You're trying to give away money interest-free, and you get beset by a lot of regulations, banking regulations in states around the country and in Canada. Now, how can travel advisors and travel agencies qualify for these loans? What must they do to, I first of all, I understand that they really have to be sellers of Royal Caribbean Group, which makes sense, cruise products in the past. And they have to have hit certain commission levels before in the past as well. Is that true?
Yes. So it's really easy. It's 9 questions. It's on cruisingpower.com. We're not asking for tax returns. It's very easy. You have to be an owner of an agency, or if you're an IC and you are registered with us in secondary phone field as of December 31st, 2019, you do qualify for it. And basically all it is you take our 4 brands, again, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, Azamara, and Silversea, and whatever your earned commission was during the back half of the year of 2019 and Q3 and Q4, let's say your commission was $100,000 in commission combined with the 4 brands. You would be able to borrow up to $25,000. So it's 25% of what your earned commission, with a cap of $250,000.
Right.
And
Yes.
the majority of the loans are over $5,000 that we're doing right now. We thought we would have a lot of travel advisors, small travel advisors, independent consultants that would be tapping into the money and not qualify for very much money. But in fact, the numbers are showing us that the monies are much higher than we expected. But we did budget for this. It's $40 million. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, so they range, as you said, from 5 to the top is 250,000 for a loan. Now, and you mentioned the terms of the loan, it's interest free, but you start paying after the first year, I guess, and then you can deduct those payments from commissions that they sell subsequently, I guess, right?
Well, I'm not sure about that. We will pay normal commissions to the travel advisors, and then they will in turn pay the institution that will have the loan on their books.
Okay, got it. So it's done that way with the institution. So what can the loan be used for? What are the types of things that you expect them to use it for?
Some of them are using it for rent. Some of them are using it for marketing. Some are using it for salaries, for just living expenses. We're asking people what they're using it for, but how they use it, it's a commercial loan, so they can use it how they see fit.
Now, you mentioned earlier about how they're going to pay this back. It's within 3 years, I understand, or what's the term of the loan?
It's a 3-year loan.
Okay.
And so we will, if they borrow the money today and we give them the money today, they do not even have to consider paying us back for the first 12 months of the loan. They pay us back in the 13th month all the way to the 36th month.
Okay, that's a good deal. Now, where can travel advisors apply for the loan? And you mentioned a little bit about the information they needed to submit in terms of the 9 questions, but it is on Cruising Power, right?
It is on Cruising Power, and it's very easy. And when they fill out the form and they give us all the information, our computer will tell them if they've qualified and for how much they've qualified. So somebody may only ask for $20,000 in a loan, and maybe they qualify for more. The computer will be able to tell them what they've qualified for.
No, that's great. Now, and you did clarify there are still some states, California being the biggest one, but I think Vermont and North and South Dakota and Washington, D.C., and of course Canada, you're still trying to work out the details with those states and regions. How quickly do you think you're going to be able to get those in the program?
We think in the next week or two. Okay. We've talked to our lawyers today, so we're working on it. It's a big project.
I know. And, it has been. And I know when you announced it, it was really eagerly anticipated. A lot of travel industry leaders praised you for offering this as a private company. We're all dealing with the government loans, the paycheck protection plans and the SBA loans, but here was a private company in terms of one obviously that travel agencies and travel advisors work very closely with, and clearly you have an interest in keeping them going until we get to the other side of this, whenever that is, and hopefully that will be by this summer, if not before. But clearly it was very well received, and now you're up and running, at least with most of it, with a few exceptions, and it's time to go and get with this program. Now, I did want to talk a little bit about the other parts of the RCL Air Cares program. What other aspects of that program have proven to be successful with travel advisors? How else are you trying to help them through this crisis?
Well, we're trying to help them we kept our entire sales team intact. When we had a layoff, we decided that the travel advisors needed to have somebody locally that they could lean on. And our sales team is definitely working with travel advisors on setting up virtual cruise shows and things that will help the travel advisors stay connected to their clients and their prospects. And that's key. I'm doing weekly coffee chats. Tomorrow is my 45th coffee chat.
Wow, that's a lot of coffee, Vicki.
A lot of caffeine. Never did I think it would last this long, but you know what? I'm hanging in there with our travel advisors, and the coffee chats, for those of you who haven't been on them, they're every Wednesday, 12 noon to 1. I always have guest speakers, and I make them really interesting. I hope they're interesting. My attendance is still very strong, and I'm not selling things. I'm not like giving the deal of the day. I'm not promoting product in that way, but I'm educating, I'm inspiring, I'm motivating, and I'm hopefully leaving travel partners with ideas on how they can successfully keep their business going during this pause. And because once we're all back sailing, it's not just going to be a wave. It's going to be a tidal wave. It is going to be a lot of volume because people are missing their vacations. Most everyone missed their vacation 2020. 2021, people might not be taking vacations, but trust me, when it comes to 2022 and 2023, they're going big. And I can tell because when we look at the bookings, the number one category that is selling are suites. So people are spending the money.
That's great, and that is good money and good commission for travel advisors. No question about it. Now, where can you find these coffee chats that you have?
You can go to loyaltoyoualways.com and you can find it under the Vicki tab, and you can register, or you can just email me at VickiLovesTravelAgents@rccl.com, and we'll send you a link. So whatever works for you, we want to make it easy for you to hop onto a coffee chat. And I give away money. Every week I give away gift cards. Right. Tomorrow I'm giving away a Silversea cruise, a 14-night Silversea cruise, because I have Mark Conroy as my special guest talking about Silversea.
Oh, you got Mark giving away cruises again. I tell you, I don't think he has a problem with that. But
that was the deal. I said, Mark, I'll let you come on my coffee chat, but you have to give my travel advisors a free cruise on Silversea.
Well, I know Mark won't mind that. In fact, one of the last cruises I took was with Mark in the Caribbean a year ago, this past December. And we had a lovely time. He's a wonderful host. Now, what do bookings look like for the rest of the year right now? And specifically, even beyond that, 2022 and 2023, is business coming back?
It is coming back. I mean, a lot of people have FCCs, future cruise credits. Right. And because we did offer an opportunity for people to get 125% of the value of what they paid if they left their money with us, they are taking advantage of that and buying up. And that's probably one of the reasons why the suites are going so quickly. And then the bookings are coming in with new bookings. People are saying, I want a vacation. And now that the vaccine has rolled out, people are feeling more confident. They've got the vaccine or they're getting the vaccine and they're like, I'm ready to go.
No, absolutely. I know everybody's chomping at the bit to get back to cruising. And from what I hear, it really is going to be coming back by, let's say summer sometime and then slowly and gradually. And then by the end of the year, hopefully back in full, along with, as we expect, what's going to happen is by August, say, we will start to really emerge from the crisis and things will be a lot. Right now, it still looks a little bleak just because we're just still working out the kinks, I guess, of the delivery of this vaccine. But we're all hoping. And also cruise lines are having to adapt to the CDC framework, which is, a bit complicated, but hopefully they'll get through it and then everybody will be safe and happy as we hit the summer. Anything else that you'd like to tell travel advisors about the Pay It Forward loan program or any other parts of RCL Cares?
I just want to make sure our travel advisors know that we're going to be here with you today during this pause. We've been your partner in the past. We're going to be the partner in the future. We're going to help you grow your business back. It's really a chance to kind of reset your whole business and really rethink how do you want to do business. And we're going to be that partner that's going to help you do it, and tap into our local salespeople that are in the territories there, or tap into our inside salespeople, or to myself at Vicki Loves Travel Agents at rccl.com. I'm more than happy to personally, connect with you. we're rooting for your success. People are talking about the Royal comeback. I'm saying it's the Royal comeback, but it's also going to be the Travel Advisor comeback.
Man, I think everybody agrees with you. I think travel advisors during this whole period have been more valuable than ever in what they've had to do. And of course, going down the line in terms of knowing what destinations to go to and what the different precautions and programs and rules and regulations, you're going to have to be an expert in COVID a little bit, as they have been. Hopefully we'll, maybe in a year from now or more, we won't be having to be as expert in all this. But until then, you gotta, I've just gotten back from a trip, and it was hard to go. It was wonderful to go, but it was absolutely something you had to. I wish I had a travel advisor. I was working with a tour operator, but boy, sometimes I was like, yeah, just get me someone who'll tell me the right thing. And that's what travel advisors can do. So absolutely, to bring cruising back, to bring travel back, they're going to be essential. Now, again, it is, they should go to cruisingpower.com to find out more about the loan and sign up if get another way to bridge you through this period until cruising really comes back strong, right?
Absolutely. We're here to help.
Well, Vicki, I want to thank you. It seems like a long time ago, you and I were standing on Perfect Day at Coco Cay there in the bright sun, having a wonderful interview on this island, and I had just done the big long water slide. So I really want to get back to that period where we can actually see each other. And you and I hang out at all these travel industry conferences and travel agency conferences. And for many years we've done that. And I've really missed that. I missed you and missed hanging out together at all these wonderful events that we're lucky enough to go to.
Absolutely. But we will be back, and it's just taking this time right now to kind of reset, rethink, and pretty soon we'll all be back. We'll say, do you remember how we were able to be at home more often and do all those things around the house? Well, we won't have that chance anymore because we'll be back traveling.
Yeah, well, hopefully won't get sick of it right away because I do miss it now. And you and I have done a few Zoom interviews in the past year, but it's much better to see in person. So, well, hopefully the next one we do will be in person, if not. So please take care, stay healthy, stay safe. And again, thank you for taking the time to tell us all about this loan program.
Perfect. Thank you, everybody.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.